Along coastal dune there was a single lantern that fishermen used when the fog sat heavy on the water. The fishermen had a saying, "Keep the light clean, keep it ready, give it to the one who needs it," and they passed the lantern around, family to family, a trust. And one morning a girl named Noor joined the fishermen, watching nets being hauled and mended, learning the rhythm of the tides and the gossip of the birds. And one day soon after, she went up to the top of the dune to gather materials for a new net, and found the lantern's glass cracked and the wick nearly gone. And knowing there would be fog that week, she knew the fishermen would need the light to safely return from the dark water. But Noor could not buy a new lantern. She was too poor, but she could mend it. So she did what she could with what she had. First, she gathered spare glass from a broken bottle, smooth and greenish, the color of sea glass. Then she went to the baker and traded a loaf of bread for a roll of twine, strong and thin, just right for weaving. And finally, she found some stray flax fibers, long and white and clean. And with these, Noor wove a small wick for the lantern. When the fishermen saw what she had done, they took the lantern and together they cleaned it until it shone like a small moon on the dark dune. That night a storm rolled in earlier than expected, wind and rain and waves crashing over the sand. A small fishing boat, seeing the lantern's beam in the distance, found the channel and returned to the shore with all their nets intact. The crew had been thinking about the losses they would take that night, but thanks to Noor's quick hands and her willingness to fix a small thing, their nets were saved, the nets that would catch fish that would feed her family for a whole year. After that week, the fishermen started an informal rota. Everyone learns a skill that could save a night, a knot, a mend, reading a tide, anything useful. And Noor taught others how to weave a wick. An elder taught the basics of reading stars, each small thing that might be useful against the darkness. And so the lantern became more than a tool. It became a classroom and a trust renewed. Years later, a plaque by the dune read only a single sentence: "We keep the light when one of us learns." The lantern still shone on foggy evenings, but what mattered most was not the lamp alone. It was the way a community chose to repair what could be repaired, and to pass skill along like a warm cloth, a stitch, a lesson, a prayer. It was quiet courage in a world without a single sound except the wind and the waves. It was quiet courage when a young fisherman, returning late from a fishing trip, saw the red glow of a lantern in the distance. He knew he wasn't alone out here. Someone else was keeping watch. Someone else had come to light the dark.